Namaste. This is Sampradana Charitable Trust Mysore. I am very glad people have started questioning me, asking for clarifications. Rather discussing something about yoga, people are very intelligent and they ask for general subjects, clarifications. No problem. I don't want to name anybody here. There are plenty number of questions have come. It is very difficult to answer all those questions in one single video. I am taking up one question. One guy has asked me, early morning we are going for a walk. Shall I go alone or shall I make a group and go along with the group? People say group walking is always good. Kindly guide me which is better one. This is the question. You are given two options, whether to go alone or to go in a group. First I will take it up. Instead of going alone, if you go in a group, what is going to happen? 1 minute. Okay. What is going to happen? The first question is, what for you go for a walk? Doctor might have given you advice to go for a walk minimum 4-5 kilometers. Brisk walk, early morning. The reason is you are a diabetic. If you go for a walk, your cholesterol level will come down. Your sugar balance in the blood, in the urine will be neutralized. Physically, you become fit. For these reasons, you go for a walk. Okay. If you create a group and go, what happens? Walking always should be brisk, In a group, what happens? Number one guy, he walks in a very fast manner. The second fellow, medium speed. The third fellow, slow. The fourth one is you. You need all the three to accompany you. What happens? It is not a problem for you. It is a problem for others also. The person who is going in a fast way, he got to tune up his or reduce his speed. Even the other one, the medium speed, he got to reduce his speed according to the person who goes in a very slower way. So normally if you go for a walk, you walk in a very brisk way. So you got to adjust all these three people. So your walking speed has come down. Number one. Number two. Normally, once you create a group and go, you take up a subject and discuss. You start a good subject and finishes up with a bad one. Only by starting you start with a good one. In between, you go for 3-4 kilometers walk, almost everything, whatever you discuss, everything will be negative. Either it connects to some of your friends' family problem, or you are going to discuss your own family problem. Guruji, you only told whenever you are very sorrowful, unable to reduce the sorrow, you got to share your sorrows with your friends. Yes, of course, I have told you to share your feelings or sorrows to your friends. Not daily, yeah. There are so many day-to-day problems in a house. You should not discuss all these things with your friends. The thing where you are unable to sort it out, unable to take a decision on your own, then only you got to discuss with your friend, not in a group. I told you the person to whom you rely on, 100%. The family problem should not be disclosed or discussed in a group. Even some of your friends started discussing his family problem, you have to tell him not to discuss. Why is the tendency, the human tendency is 90% of the human being, whatever stored in the subconscious brain, everything is negative only. Okay, if any problem is being crept up and you start discussing with other co-group members, they give their individual opinion. Instead of getting clarified, they confuse you. The number one fellow, he says that you issue a divorce notice to your wife. Another fellow tells, don't tell anything, you run away. The third fellow tells, you become a sannyasi. The wound is in me only. I know the veracity of the wound. I know the depth of the wound. I am the person who is suffering. The pluses and minuses and the family intensity and the problems, if I take that particular decision, what is the problem I am going to face and my family members going to face? I know that. But the outsider, they are least bothered about your family. They are not concerned. They are concerned about you only. Whatever decision you take, that should not disturb your family member. Okay, you should sacrifice. The entire life is a sacrifice only for life. Whether you sacrifice or your wife sacrifice or your son sacrifice. Family life is nothing but sacrifice. If you want to become selfish person, you are going to hurt the family member and take some decision. So these pluses and minuses are there in discussing all the family matters with your family, with your co-walking group. And another thing, walking you got to go early in the morning, Brahma Muhurta, and evening in the Goduli Lagna. Morning, anytime after 3 o'clock till 6:30, and evening after 5:30 before 7 o'clock. This is the ideal time for going walk. Why is the ozone layer comes down? Abundant quality ether. Ether is available in abundant quality. That is the energy. That is the prana shakti. Not oxygen. Akasha. We call it as Akasha. Akasha will come down. Akasha is nothing but ether. You need ether. You need oxygen. Pure oxygen as well ether will be abundantly available in the early morning and evening. Better to go this thing. See, for instance, if you want to start at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, the group co-member, they tell you that, yeah, let us start by 6 o'clock here. They want to finish up before 7 o'clock. Just simply they go for 1 or 2 kilometers. It is not sufficient. It is not sufficient. And the walking always should be in a very brisk way. What happens sometimes, the person, if you go for a walk, in between people they sit down somewhere. If you go for half an hour walk, you can rest for 5 minutes, not more than that. The co-group members, what they do, they sit in a bench or somewhere else, they spend 1 hour chit-chat. unwanted things they discuss. After 1 hour they discussed, they tell already time is over, let us push off. So these are the pluses and minuses in going for a walk in a group. And decision making is very, very difficult. In meditation, it is nothing but a meditation. Walking is nothing but a meditation. You got to go in a very calm way. If you go for a walk and come back home, your mind should be so calm, so cool, quiet. If you go along with the group members, what they do, they discuss so many things, they spoil your mind. They spoil your mind. Instead of clarifying the doubts, they confuse you. So, it is better to go alone, number one. Number two, self-analyzation. Instead of discussing your personal problems with your co-walking members, better you discuss on your own. You may think that you are a fool. Let you be a fool. You develop your analyzation power, mental analyzation power. You give this thing, work for your mind to study something, what is what. When you start walking, what you have to do is go for a walk all alone, take up a matter, discuss on your own, analyze, and you find a solution. You find a better solution. Apply that solution and then come back to me. Okay? Today evening, better you go alone. Okay? Start discussing with you on your own. Contemplation, self-analyzation, and take a decision. Okay? Avoid the groups. Go independently and go in a very brisk way. Early walk is preferable. Thank you.